Hello, everyone, dear viewers of the channel. I am Helena, the Guardian of Secrets, a researcher of mystical phenomena, and here with me is Vadim, a historian interested in folk culture.
And as always, I'm ready to dissect those secrets with a healthy dose of skepticism and historical context. Today, Helena, your introduction hinted at something chilling. What horrors are we unearthing from the depths of Ukrainian folklore today?
Indeed, Vadim, today we're not just whispering about benevolent spirits or protective charms. We're diving into the shadows, the most terrifying Ukrainian village horror stories that kept our ancestors from straying too far from the hearth after dusk. These are the tales that aren't just about belief, but about a visceral fear embedded deep in the soul. A fear of the unknown lurking just beyond the fence, in the dark forest, or even within the most familiar places.
Ah, the good old fear of the unknown. While fascinating, Helena, I suspect many of these horrors were practical cautionary tales designed to keep children from wandering into dangerous swamps or to explain mysterious illnesses before modern medicine. But I'm curious to hear which specific entities gave our ancestors the most sleepless nights. Let's start with something genuinely terrifying, not just a mischievous domovik.
Oh, we're going far beyond a mischievous domovik today, Vadim. Imagine a moonlit night near a river where the air grows heavy and a chilling song drifts through the reeds. This is the realm of the Rusalky, not the beautiful, seductive ones often depicted, but the vengeful, drowned maidens, their skin pale, their eyes glowing with an otherworldly light, ready to drag any unsuspecting man into the watery depths. Their laughter isn't sweet, it's a haunting, desperate shriek that promises only death.
The Rusalka, a classic. From a historical perspective, these tales often served as a powerful deterrent against nighttime bathing, especially in uncontrolled natural waters. The dangers of drowning, hypothermia, or even dangerous currents in rivers and lakes were very real. The idea of a spectral woman dragging men down could easily stem from actual drownings, which were common and often unexplained in rural communities. It's the human mind rationalizing tragedy through supernatural means.
Rationalization, perhaps, but the power of the belief, Vadim, was palpable. Villagers genuinely believed that during Rusalchiny dni, Rusalka days, no one should swim, and women would even weave protective herbs into their hair. The dread wasn't just about water safety, it was about the soul of the unbaptized or tragically deceased, forever trapped and seeking company in death. It's a profound sorrow twisted into horror. But if the Rusalka's chill isn't enough, let's venture deeper into the village, where the very earth holds secrets.
Very well, let's leave the water. What lurked in the fields or homes that genuinely struck terror? Was it the mavka, tempting men astray, or something more inherently malevolent, less about seduction and more about pure dread? I'm always looking for the true boogeyman that might have had a basis in communal fear, perhaps during times of plague or famine.
Then let me tell you about the Upyr. This isn't just a general vampire. The Ukrainian Upyr is a truly ghastly creature, often believed to be a sorcerer, a suicide, or someone murdered violently and left unburied. It rises from its grave not just to drink blood, but to spread disease and torment its own family. Imagine a sick family member suddenly recovering, only for another to fall ill, and the whispers begin. The Upyr's touch can bring pestilence, his gaze a wasting illness. Villagers would sometimes exhume bodies seeking signs of undeath, an unnaturally fresh corpse, long nails, or even blood on the lips. They would drive a hawthorn stake through the heart, sever the head, or burn the body to stop its reign of terror.
The Upyr, or a form of vampire, is a common motif across many cultures, particularly in Eastern Europe. The belief in Upyr likely arose from a combination of factors: premature burials, where a dead person might awaken, the natural decomposition process, which can make a corpse appear to have grown hair or nails, and, most significantly, the spread of highly contagious diseases. Before germ theory, a sudden outbreak of illness in a village, especially if it followed a death, could easily be attributed to the deceased returning to infect the living. The rituals of exhumation and dismemberment were desperate but logical attempts to quote-unquote kill the source of the affliction.
But Vadim, the fear wasn't just of disease. It was the betrayal, the idea that one's own kin, even in death, could turn against you, draining your life force. It speaks to a primal fear of the monstrous within the familiar. This psychological terror, the idea of an insidious evil that knows your weaknesses, is what truly makes the Upyr so horrifying. It's not a stranger in the woods, it's the nightmare returning to your bed.
Have you ever considered what it truly means to believe that your loved one, whom you buried with tears, is now digging their way out of the grave, driven by an insatiable thirst to harm you and those you cherish? That is the chilling heart of the Upyr legend.
And a powerful psychological tool it was, Helena. Such stories reinforced community vigilance, encouraging proper burial rites and fostering a sense of shared danger that could unite a village against perceived threats, whether supernatural or real. The Upyr legends, like many undead myths, often peaked during periods of high mortality, offering a narrative explanation and a sense of agency, however futile, in the face of uncontrollable death. They gave people a target for their fear and grief.
And these stories are more than just historical curiosities, Helena. They are echoes of the deep Ukrainian soul, a testament to our ancestors' struggle with life, death, and the unseen. Losing these narratives means losing a vital part of our cultural memory, the very essence of how our people understood the world and their place within it. These aren't just quaint tales. They are the threads that weave our identity. They deserve to be heard and understood, not just as folklore, but as living history.
I agree that these stories are invaluable for understanding the cultural and historical landscape of Ukraine. They are rich tapestries of human psychology, societal norms, and the challenges faced by past generations. While I might seek a rational explanation for the phenomena described, I fully appreciate the power and artistry of the legends themselves. They tell us how people processed trauma, fear, and the mysteries of existence. They are a window into the collective consciousness.
And a chilling window it can be. We've only scratched the surface of the terrifying tales that lurk in the Ukrainian countryside, from the forest-dwelling Lesovik who could lead you to your doom, to the swamp hag, the Boletiana, whose cries lure travelers to their demise. Each story a warning, a lesson, a shiver down the spine. It reminds us that even in our modern world, there's a part of us that still responds to these ancient fears.
Indeed, the primitive brain, as it were. These tales serve as powerful cultural artifacts, demonstrating the human need for narrative, for meaning, and for coping mechanisms in the face of the inexplicable. They highlight the ingenuity of our ancestors in creating frameworks, however fantastic, to navigate a harsh and often frightening world.
Indeed, the primitive brain, as it were. These tales serve as powerful cultural artifacts, demonstrating the human need for narrative, for meaning, and for coping mechanisms in the face of the inexplicable. They highlight the ingenuity of our ancestors in creating frameworks, however fantastic, to navigate a harsh and often frightening world.
And that, perhaps, is the true magic, how these fantastic tales connect us to our past, providing both spine-tingling entertainment and a deeper understanding of the Ukrainian soul. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the terrifying heart of Ukrainian folklore.
Thank you, Helena, for yet another captivating, if slightly unsettling, exploration.
Don't forget to like this episode and comment, subscribe to our channel for more journeys into the mystical and the historical. Until next time, stay curious and keep an eye on those shadows.